Hello guys, and welcome to a new video, and today we are going to be tying the firebird, and that is a stalking fly. It's a heavy weighted fly with a bright orange bead which you can see, and it adds a nice long tail which is used with marabou. And I'm going to teach you how to tie this. This is a UV firebird, so it's got some UV pearlescent in as the body, and that shines in the sun and shows a different colour. So let's get into the video. First of all, you want to get your hook. This is a size 12, like a Kamasan B175, and this is a size 4mm orange hot bead, and that is quite heavy, so it will make the fly sink. So let's get tying the fly. So you want to bring your thread back, and with this tail end you're going to want to cut off the excess thread and just go over it with your thread. You want to go to the end just before where it starts to curve, and then go back on yourself just to go over the thread so you haven't missed any. And then once you've done that, go back towards the end and get your marabou. And I'm going to be using a bright orange marabou tail. This is a turkey feather, and what you want to do is snip off a nice bunch so it's enough to use. Then once you've got how much you need, like that would be enough. That's a nice size clump. A tip is to wet the end, and you can snip it with your scissors, and it just holds the tail fibres like that together, which makes it easier to tie on. So once you've done that, tie on your marabou feathers to the end and just go over it so it's neat, because we don't want any irregulars in the body. So once you tied that in, it should look something like this, and as you can see here from the end, that is thicker than the front, and we don't want that because that is unnatural. So what we're going to do with the thread is build it up. As you can see now, it's starting to look like a level body, and what we want to do, we want to make a tapered body, so that we want this to be thin by the tail side and this end to be quite fat. So you just start building up with your thread a nice tapered body. Alright, so once we've done that, we want to get our pearl tinsel, and this is in ice blue, and this is from UTC. So what we want to do is take out a nice amount that we're going to need, and then just snip it. This bit can be a little fidgety, so you just got to take time over it. And then what you got to do is get a small tag end like so. See, because it's not a straight piece of tinsel, so it takes a while to get it. And you want to tie it in the bead side, sorry, and tie back down to the end, and then tie back up to the top. And what you want to do is just wrap this tinsel around the body. It's quite cool because it's clear. It will show the orange body, but when it shines in the sun, it will show like a purplish colour, which really switches on the trout. And what you do is keep wrapping right towards the end until you can't go any further, and once you're there, just take a couple wraps over the top just to secure it, like so. Then once that's secure, get your scissors and cut off the excess. So this is getting near towards the end of the fly, and then just go over to make it neat like so. And the final step is to get your whip finish tool and just do a 4 to 5 turn. And whip finishing can sometimes be a bit difficult on flies like this. So what you want to do is this, and then pull tight. You can do 2 whip finishes or 1, and then what I do is get a bit of super glue put on the top just to secure it so the thread doesn't come loose. And the final step is to pull out your desired length of the tail. I want it quite long, and just snip off so it creates a natural tail. So that is the Firebird, and thank you for watching.